Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me back into Farthest Frontier as we are checking the 1.0 playtest. Now, I've been busy quite a bit off screen because I want to get up to that point where we can build that civic monument. Now, in order for me to get closer to that point, I had to play quite some time, seeing that it takes forever to get the knowledge point. So, just to show you what is happening here currently, so I had to unlock a second knowledge point over here with the alcohol sterilization. I had to unlock the pharmacy, and then we had 3 points that we had to unlock with the beautification. So that's all done. So the next step would be for me to use the next knowledge point to basically just unlock the civic monument, and then we're going to see what type of benefits we can get from that. I also went into the options and I went and changed my speed up process up to 5 times the speed. So just to also kind of help us get quicker to where we want to be. So it was currently set to the whole time to a maximum of 3 times the speed. But I think now for this episode we're going to have it at 5 times the speed, so that we can unlock the civic monument and then we can place it down, and then we can also see what the benefits are, and we can build ourselves these other decorative items that you get with the civic monument. So which is basically the extravagant small shrub, small garden. It's all extravagant. So it's just basically the same versions of what we had, but they just call it the extravagant version really. And slowly but surely my food is dropping. I did add myself another goat shed over here, and I think this should do the trick. We should get enough food from that. Now if I do get another trader that gives us some extra goats or chickens, I'm considering to buy some. Although with my chicken coops I think it's fine. They are all completely stocked with the chickens, but I can use maybe some extra goats. Now we are generating some milk from that, quite a decent amount of milk. But in order to unlock the cheese maker, I just want to see here. Ooh, yeah. So you see, we can, with 1 knowledge point, we can unlock the cheese maker. But what I think I want to do first, I want to obviously unlock the civic monument. And then from there, I'm considering maybe to unlock the canning. And then from there, we can maybe consider to unlock the cheese making. And that will just also really help to preserve the food. But currently all my storage just seem to be getting a little bit more full. I can maybe build myself another storage depot. So let's just see here what this trader, the first trader that we've got here, what we can trade with. So I can sell soap and I can sell bricks. Now I know I'm not going to get a good price for the bricks, but we've got so many bricks because I've got all my workers assigned at the 2 brickyards, and so that's accumulating relatively quickly. And I'm just slowing this down because I can see the raiders are coming now. So we're not going to get a good price for the bricks, but my storages are relatively full with all the bricks. I've assigned workers in almost every building that I can. I don't think there's any gaps left with any of my production buildings. And you'll see also when I go here, we've got so many laborers. We are actually almost 40 laborers over the minimum amount of laborers that we need to make the town run effectively. Okay, so now I have to quickly, and when I say quickly, I've got to really do this quickly. We've got to bring our troops.
Right away.
I've built myself a 3rd barracks, so over here you can see we've got 2 barracks. I'm going to send the troops from these 2 barracks. I'm going to send them up just to help defend this region over here. There we can see the raiders coming in, and we're getting another party attacking from this side over here. And let's see, in total 84 raiders. Okay, so as you can see, it is getting pretty wild with the size of raider parties that's attacking. Let's just sell these items off. Some of the soap and some of the bricks. This will also just help us open up the storage. And I'm thinking maybe we should just purchase a couple of barrels. We've got a lot of coin or gold within our storage. So let's just purchase a whole bunch of barrels. I think might as well buy everything. And then we definitely need some extra of the heavy tools. Let's do that. And okay, we don't have normal tools, so we're gonna just leave that one open. Okay, here we go.
As you command.
Yeah, so I've got to just get my troops ready here. They're getting close. I think this is actually the smaller party. I mean, if they are attacking with 84, this is definitely looking like the smaller party. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take them on. Oh, they might actually take out this villager. Oh, we've already killed 500 raiders. That's a new achievement. So they've resetted all the achievements that you can get. Alrighty. They are backing away. So what we can do is we can take these two troops of mine, these two parties of troops, and we can just bring them towards this side. Let's just see this. There we go. Okay, so then we've got a lot of military to defend the town from the raiders from this side, because this is going to be a big group, no doubt. We've only taken out 25 raiders, so we still got almost 60 raiders that's coming from this side. So yeah, that's going to be a pretty big party. Let's just see what's happening here. I suppose I can trade some extra bricks. Maybe I should do that. Just to open up the storage a little bit. Let's trade some extra bricks. We've got another trader coming over here. Okay, here they come. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a lot of raiders. And we've got some heavily armored troops now. You can see over here. Look at this one. We've got one with a proper shield and thick armor. There we go. Yeah, they are getting pretty dangerous now. I'm gonna also have to very soon look at getting myself some stables and just getting some cavalry, because yeah, we're definitely gonna need that. With the raiding parties that's getting so big, we're gonna need more. Okay, yeah, they're coming in for the attack. Okay, at least all of my troops are here.
As you command.
We're gonna send them out. And let's look for those raiders with the shields. I want to take on those guys first if I can. Just see where all that... Oh, there it is.
Right away.
Yeah. Let's just take out the strongest guys first. Okay, they are still falling pretty quickly. Oh man, we're just walking over them because I've got that extra buff from the relic as well, which gives me extra armor. Oh yeah. Oh, we're just taking the guys out. Oh, that's pretty much all of them. Okay. Well, we can send our troops back. We definitely have enough military to defend the town. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell these bricks just on time. Sure of it. Okay, and then we can also look at... Got a lot of paper over here. Let's sell off some of the paper, and we can sell some glass. And then we can purchase ourselves a whole bunch of tools. So let's see here. There's nothing else that I'm gonna buy. Don't think so, at least. Okay, so I'm just waiting for them to take all the stuff to the storage. We've got about 6 months left in order to unlock that knowledge point so that we can put up the civic monument. Now with that beautification technology that we unlocked, you can see here now that my desirability has gone up quite a bit with the houses. I've got one of the houses, or two of them actually, that's gone up to 99%. So we literally only need 1 more % for them to get to the level where we will actually have enough desirability to upgrade to the mansions. Now in order to get the mansions, I also need pastries. And in order to do the pastries, let me just see, we're going to need to do the canning. Okay, because we need the preserves as part of the recipe. So let's just see, if I go to the pastry shop, so we need flour, preserves, honey and eggs. And we've got plenty of eggs. Yeah, okay, so you see eggs is definitely not going to be a problem. And the flour is also pretty decent. Okay, we're going to just sell all of that. Let's sell all of the papers. Here we go. Now we've got a decent amount of gold. And I'm going to just purchase a few extra tools. Let's just do that. Okay, cool. And I think I'll just leave it like that. I'll keep the money there within the trading center. We've got enough gold within our town storage if we do need to purchase anything. And I'm thinking I'm going to maybe just take away some of these trees. Just see, harvest. Yeah, let's just take away these trees. We want to open up this territory, so I'm going to place my civic monument. I'm going to place here in the middle at the bottom. I think that's going to be the best location for it. Now I'm really hoping and praying that we're going to get even more desirability from the monument. I'm pretty sure it will give us that extra. And then we should get the houses to the point where they reach that 100% desirability. So that when we do unlock the canning, then we can upgrade the houses to the mansions. And you can see we've got a capacity of 587 for our population. We're currently at 568. So we're very, very close to reaching our cap. So I suppose I need to add some extra houses. Let's maybe do that. I'm going to just place a few extra houses. Yeah, I'm going to do it just like this. Bring the road through. And up, there we go. And that little space that we've got over here, I'm going to maybe... Let's place ourselves another well over here, because it does seem like the water is starting to become a problem. So we can have an extra well. I upgraded my healer's house to a hospital. Oh, we can add another 2 workers here. We do need to utilize the workers as much as we can. Maybe add another 2 builders. Now we're also getting very close to the point where our sand is going to run out. And in order to get the deep mine, we need to unlock... Oh man. We need to unlock another 3 technologies, so that's pretty crazy. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to just import my sand. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. If I do get a trader that has got sand available for us to purchase, I'm going to just pretty much buy everything. And I can see our food levels. Yeah, it is looking a little bit on the low side. So I'm still intending to do like the U-shape build, but although we've got enough housing for everybody, but once we've utilized all the space and we've got the civic monument up, then I intend to build some extra residential areas over here all the way out. And I'm thinking maybe if we pull the road down like this, maybe I should add some extra crop fields over here. That's maybe not a bad idea. Yeah. Let's just see how the fertility looks over here. Oh, okay. It's actually not good at all. But what we can do is we can maybe send the laborers to just basically take out all of these trees and rocks and whatever. And we're going to have to set up some encampments. Or some fencing rather for the crop fields. So you can see here now, because we've got the extra goat barns, we are generating a lot of compost. And you can see our fertility is like very, very good. So we've completely capped it. And that reminds me, I must activate that one policy again. Oh, it is activated. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's fine. So you can see here our crop yields are increased by 25% and the fertility reduction is 25% as well. But because we've got so much compost, it's been running perfectly. Village consume 50% less food. Let's do this. It's going to reduce our happiness. It's going to reduce the happiness, but I think it will be fine. We've got so many things for them going in the town. And our immigration rate, you can see, is now down to 81%. Which I think is perfectly fine. At this stage, we don't need anybody else really to come to the city. So let's just upgrade this well. And I want to see this forester camp. We just have to move it to this side again. There we go. Right, so I want to just see basically how I'm going to lay out these crop fields. I'm thinking of doing the 10 by 5, right? So in its width I'll do 5. So let's just see here. Roads and fencing. 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. And we can just make ourselves a little encampment here. Just to prevent the deer from coming in, of course. And then we can make ourselves some gates. Let's place it like this. This and there. Okay, cool. Right, we definitely need to set up some extra crop fields because of where our food is currently. Okay, now we've got that extra knowledge point. I'm going to unlock the civic monument. There we go. Confirm. Boom. Right, so let's see here with the monuments. There we are. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. 12,000 gold. It requires 500 iron. Okay, we do have that, fortunately. But, man, that's a lot of money. Okay, and 200 stone. We don't even have enough stone. Okay, and the structure is not as big as I thought. Interestingly enough, and it doesn't give a desirability boost. Huh. Very interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just flatten this slope over here, and I think I'm going to place it over there. Structure is smaller than I thought. It's about the same size as the theater. Seems like it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's the same size as the theater and the temple as well. It's just ridiculously cheap, expensive, not cheap. It's ridiculously expensive. Or what I can do, maybe, oh. I suppose we can also place it over here. Want to maybe break down this road. And I want to do kind of like a garden around it. I think that would look pretty cool if we've got a little bit of a garden. So let's flatten this terrain as well. There's still a little bit of space left for housing. But I'm going to flatten all of this terrain and I'm going to just place it somewhere over here. And we've got only 600 gold in our town storage. Okay, there we go, up to 4,000. So we need another... Oof. We need another 8,000 gold. Hostile bands of raiders have been spotted roaming the outskirts of your lands. Be prepared in case they attack the settlement. Okay, so they intending of doing like some more spontaneous attacks. Okay. Okay. I think we'll be ready. Alrighty. Now I've got to make it even more flat. Let's do that. Okay. So I need to look for some extra pieces of rock that we can find. Okay, we've got some stone here, so we've got plenty of laborers, so I must just send them out to start collecting the rock over here. We need now any stone that we can find. Oh, here's a whole bunch of stone. Let's just do this. There we go. Let's just harvest all of that. Okay, so here we can build up our funds now because we're only going to get 1,400 gold from this trader. Okay, but we're going to try and get all of the gold. Oh, and we can purchase stone. Perfect, beautiful. Okay, so we do need to purchase that stone. That's going to bring us one step closer to getting that monument down. Let's just purchase ourselves a whole bunch of stone. Gonna just maybe go for 100. Here we go. And then we want to make sure that we try and take all of the gold we can from this trader. Okay, we've got our first crop fields ready. And I'm gonna just let them start working the lands over here. We need to boost the fertility. Ooh. Okay, let's just build ourselves another one. There we go. We can do another 2. We've got enough workers. There we go. Right, and I think with those extra crop fields that we're going to have, that should keep the food going for quite a while. Alrighty, so let's take the last of the gold that we can. There we are. And we do have enough stone now. So let's just see. Yeah, I think let's just maybe... Let's go ahead and place it over there. We can always move it on a later stage if we really want to. But I think that's a good spot for it. So I'm going to also just pull the road through like that. And we still need to flatten it a little bit more. Okay. But I had no idea it's going to cost that much gold. Okay, well there we go. We've got almost half the amount of gold that we need for it, so we're just waiting for the other traders now. We're going to get another 2 or 3 maybe. And when we get the exotics trader, they sometimes have 4,000 or 5,000 gold on them. So let's see if we can maybe trade something and get all of that gold. 2,500. Okay, that's good. That's good. We've got a whole bunch of soap that we can sell. So let's just sell a decent amount of soap. We can sell a lot of blanks. We do probably want to purchase some extra tools and maybe also some extra iron. Let's maybe sell some of our shoes. Okay, that's another 2,500 gold that we can get. I didn't see any other salvage sites. Okay. Ooh, there's another sandpit. I'd missed this one before. It's not too far from where we are actually. There I can see another sandpit sticking out, but this is an infinite one now. That one I did see before. Okay, let's see how much of the gold we can get. Okay, we can probably sell, trying to think, we can maybe sell some candles. We can sell some extra planks. We're generating a lot of planks at the moment, so, and let's sell some extra soap as well. Now, I know the trader's only got 400 gold left, but I want to purchase some of the tools so that we don't struggle with the tools for quite some time. So, and we're getting it at a good price, so let's just purchase maybe 30 tools. And then with what's left, we can maybe purchase some additional iron. Okay, we now over half the amount of gold that we need for the monument. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna actually just use all of this gold for the actual monument. So let's sell a few extra pieces of plank. Transfer all of that over. There we go. And what I can do is I can maybe send... Let's send this army. Let's send them out. I'm going to send them up here, and then I'm going to see if we can find some extra raider camps. And we could potentially get some extra gold from these camps. Or salvage sites maybe. can't remember. There was a place where I saw another raider camp. Kind of like on the boundary. We're getting a lot of people that's starting to die of old age. That's how old our village is now. 39 years old, yeah. So many of the people that was initially 30, 40 years when they entered the town, they're now starting to pass away. Okay, there we go. So we've got most of the gold we've got from this trader. We're still waiting for that exotic trader to come. Crops ready for assignment. Okay, good. You can actually see how low the fertility is with the dryness of the ground. Okay, so we've got another 6 months before we can unlock some more knowledge, and that knowledge points I'm going to use to get the canning. Oh wow, we've got a lot of rock over here. If I find another raider camp, I'm going to just use the 12 soldiers that I've got currently. Even if I maybe lose one, I'm not going to be too worried about it because we've got plenty of villagers that we can use to replace them. Let's see, 104 laborers, and we only need 61 for the town to function. Okay, we are actually getting some extra sand pits over here. Oh, there's some raiders walking over here. Where did they come from? Ah. Ooh, this looks like a big raider camp. I must admit, we can see 2 towers, and it looks like stronger towers. 3 towers. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure if this is going to work with only the 1 battalion that we've got. So let's send our other party of soldiers out. So then we can attack this raider camp with the 2 parties. And we can get that extra gold. I'm going to just prioritize this monument so that they can build a little bit faster. We didn't get any exotic traders for this year. Or not yet, at least. Alrighty, we've got now enough soldiers, so I think I'm going to just go in and take them on. See if we can do this. Now these are much stronger towers, by the looks of it. Oh, I might actually lose a soldier or 2 here. Yeah.
Right away.
I probably will lose some soldiers over here. Here we go.
At once. It will be done.
Yeah, I actually lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers. Okay. Well, that was a very big raider camp. Alrighty, but we did get almost 800 gold from that. So I think it was a good call just to go look for a raider camp. And then we've also got a salvage site now over here. Now before I go to the salvage site, I think I'll wait for winter to pass because it's quite far away from where our town is, and then we've got a relic excavation site here also. So let's just send all the soldiers back. I need to just replace my troops. So let's see, which ones did we lose? We lost 3 of our archers. So let's add ourselves another 3 archers. And on this side, also 3 archers. Okay. That's fine. And my villagers are gonna just go down now to collect all the loot. And once this winter is gone past, then I will get them to go to that salvage site and just get whatever they can. Oh, we've got these wild boars attacking now. So I just want to see here, we've got, yeah, you see, we've got a lot of things that we can use for the preserves. So I think I want to get going with the preserves. I was thinking whether or not I should start with the cheese maker first or with the preservist. I can never say the name of the thing. Okay. Well, the thing that does the canning. So I think we should put that out first. And then we can do our pastries as well. And then what's going to happen is we're definitely going to get some of the houses that's going to upgrade to mansions. Well, actually not. Not yet. We've got these 2 houses at 99% desirability, so they have to be at 100% to upgrade. So we're not quite there yet. But at least then we've got everything in place if we do want to upgrade them. Okay, so here we go. Let's place the canning. Confirm. Okay, good. Alrighty, so we're going to go to the food production. Here we are. Right, and this doesn't have a negative effect on the actual houses, so we can maybe move it a little bit closer. I'm going to place it over here. I think it's a good location for it. And we can prioritize this. Get as many builders as we can, just to help build that. We've had quite a few people now that died in this episode that I'm doing alone. And in total we've lost 33 people. Let's just see here. In 39 years, so yeah, it's still pretty good. Out of a town of 585, I don't think it's too bad. Okay, good. So we've got all the iron now assigned to the building. We've still got 200 left, so that's okay. Don't think I have to worry about buying any extra iron. And then it's just the gold that we're waiting for now. Okay, so obviously we've utilized everything. There's still 3,750 short. Okay, we'll just wait for the new year. Wait for the winter to pass, then we can get to the salvage site over here. Get some extra gold there. Now what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to take this small paved park, I'm going to maybe take it down and then I'll replace it with the extravagant structures. So for example, where's that small park? Extravagant small park. Alright, so we'll replace it with the extravagant small park. I'm not sure if it's going to give more desirability, but I'm assuming. I mean, otherwise it would be pretty much of a waste. As an empty rotation. Empty rotation. Oh. We haven't assigned anything over here. Okay, cool. Just do this quickly. In the new year, so I'm going to go ahead and just assign the workers to salvage this. And assign 10 workers. Right, so we've got baskets that we can sell for some extra gold. And they've got 1,600 gold that we can possibly get from them. And we've got a lot of stone now, so I suppose we get a very good price in selling that. And we did assign all the stone that we can by the structure. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and then sell some of the stone. Let's maybe do 100 something. There's nothing else that I want to buy from them. Then we only need one more trader to get that amount of gold that we need to in order to build that monument to complete it. Let's just transfer all of that to the town storage. There we go. Here we are. Let's just wait for another trader to come in. And yeah, there you can see the food is definitely doing better now. And also because we've got a lot of the fruit that we are placing into the glass jars. That's definitely helping. And then I'm going to tell the pastry shop they can start producing the pastries. Okay, I've got 4 millers working. And we've got 420 flour. And 600 grain. Okay, I think it's pretty well balanced, so I'll just leave that as it is. Let's see what this trader brings for us. 2,389. Oh yeah, okay, so now we can actually complete that structure with this trader. So we're going to sell a whole bunch of pottery and a whole bunch of clothes. And then we're going to get the money that we need now to fulfill that. And let's maybe sell some extra soap as well. Because I'm definitely going to purchase some additional tools. And okay, well, nothing else really. Oh, we've only got 129 gold from that salvage site. Oh, that's a shame. 1,200. Okay, let's just transfer that over. Boom. Same here. Let's just transfer all of that over. Just want to see if I've still got heavy tools left. Yeah, I still do. Okay, now this gold I'm gonna also just move to the town storage. And now we've got everything that we need to finish this. So I'm gonna assign some extra builders over here. Once that is done, then I'm going to look at replacing that small park with the extravagant park. We've got now another trader that came in. And I'm going to use this trader just to replace all the gold in my town storage. We've used pretty much everything. So let's just sell a whole bunch of herbs. And we've got the honey also that we can sell. Okay, good. So that should just compensate for that. Oh wow. Okay, so this automatically causes you to end the game. If you want to end the game. Year 40. That's interesting that we end in 40 years. Highest population 591. Total buildings constructed 230. Okay, so the civic monument is supposed to be like an in-game thing. I know they did say it's going to be like that. Raider skill 371. Wow. But we're going to continue because I want to see how these extravagant structures look like. Okay, so here is the civic monument. It pretty much looks like a giant greenhouse, to be honest. Like a Victorian style greenhouse. So let's see if we add our decorations. Extravagant small park, right. So I want to replace this one. Boom, take it down. And I know a lot of the houses are going to get upset now, but it will only be temporarily. Here we go. And I'm just going to transfer a whole bunch of the gold. I'm going to transfer to my town storage. And now we can build ourselves an extravagant small park. There we go. And let's just prioritize this. Let them build it quickly. I want to see how that looks like. And then what I was also thinking of doing is building like a extravagant garden trail over here. Just to see how that looks like. And then let's do these small shrubs. Extravagant small shrubs. We're going to have, just do it all around like that. Right. Next thing that we can do is the medium garden. It's the extravagant medium garden. So let's build some of these guys. There's 2 of them. Then we've got the extravagant small plaza. Just going to place it randomly now so that we can have a look at everything. Okay, cool. So that's done. Extravagant medium plaza. We'll place one over there. Then we've got the extravagant ornamental tree. That looks pretty nice, I must say. And then extravagant flower urn. Let's just do another random one over here. And then we still need space for the big park. Alright, the extravagant big park. So I'm going to flatten that terrain so that we can place that also. We're almost done with the extravagant small park. It's nearly done. And I'm going to check it out now. Let's just sell some of this extra honey. There we go. Sell that. Now I'm not going to purchase anything else, so I suppose we can just transfer all of this gold into our town storage. Okay, so let's see here. Extravagant small park. Okay, it really doesn't look like much, so you have to upgrade it in order for it to look really nice. So let's upgrade it and see how it will look like. Because now, with the extravagant small park, without it being upgraded, it looks very similar to the other one, really. Yeah, in all honesty, I must say the civic monument is a little bit of a letdown. I thought you'll be able to do more with it. Here we go. Just want to take out that bear. So let's just see what it says here. A monument commemorating your settlement's civic achievements and success in the untamed frontier. Masterwork Accord, an expanded selection of decorations available for construction. Okay. Calloused precision. Construction and relocation now requires 80% less build time. Okay, well that's pretty nice. I mean, that can always come in handy, but it's really not that great as what I thought. So I think the monument to really try and strive to get is this one over here, the economic monument. Okay, so I think there's a few more extra benefits. Now I know one of the extra benefits is that you will get special traders and they will sell more commodities to you and they will also purchase more. So that one I think will make more sense to get this one. But then again, it's to open up the civic options over here that will allow you to get knowledge points quicker. So I think it's really a combination between the two. Oh wow, okay, so here we can see we've got the extravagant medium plaza. It's already looking really nice as it is, but it can be upgraded. So now I want to see if it is upgraded, how that's going to look like. It was already looking nice, but yeah, I want to see the upgraded version. And the ornamental tree stays like this. Okay, so it's not going to get any fancier. This tree will obviously still grow. But I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, then we've got the extravagant small shrubs. They also need to grow. And then we've got the extravagant garden trail. Now they actually do look nice from the start. But I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them as well. So that we can just have a look at how the final product will look like. And then we've got the extravagant medium gardens, which looks, in all honesty, it looks very similar to what we had. So we're going to just go ahead and upgrade these ones as well. So the initial decorative items, they kind of look the same for me, but the plazas definitely look nice from the start. They've almost got like a mosaic type of look. Let's upgrade those ones. We've still got this open space that we can utilize for the large garden. Or what I can do, yeah, I suppose I can replace this one. And let's just see, okay, so the desirability, they don't give more desirability, unfortunately. But let's just see how the final product looks like here with the extravagant small paved park. Funny enough, it doesn't look that much more great to me, in all honesty. Yeah, that's a little bit of a letdown. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just check the other ones out. Oh yeah. This looks really cool. Now this I like. Now this works for me completely. I can imagine placing this all over in the city. Like wherever you can find open spaces having strips of these mosaic tiles. It will look so nice. Now that I really like. And here we've got the extravagant flower in. It does look better, but yeah, not that great also. Alright, and now these gardens, they are already upgraded. Also not much different from what we used to get, by the looks of it. Nothing different there really. This one's not upgraded yet, so I'm gonna just see how this one looks when it's upgraded. Let's just fast forward that one. And I'm gonna just do the park, the extravagant large park. Let's place it over here and see what we're gonna get. Okay, so here's the extravagant garden path. Yeah, this is kind of nice. I mean, I kind of like the little fountain or something that they've got here in the middle. That works for me. I really do feel strongly that they should add desirability for the civic monument. I mean, there's not much benefit for this actual structure as it is. So I think the least they could do is just add some desirability. That would make sense though. And now they're saying low desirability is making the villagers want to leave. So that means that my desirability that I'm getting from the small paved park is actually less than the original. Or so it appears. We'll have to look for open spaces, or what I can do, I can maybe move some of these houses. I can move down here to the bottom. But this is pretty much the last thing that I want to check out. It's just the large extravagant park. and see if it makes any difference or look any different from the large paper park that we've got, the normal one. I'm going to just assign a whole bunch of workers here to do the canning, and let's just see, are they doing pastries? Yeah, okay, they are making the pastries. Good. Okay, nice. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of pastries actually. But from everything that I've seen so far, I mean, you can see that this mosaic extravagant brick plaza, that looks really cool. I'm very chuffed with that. And then now here's the extravagant large park. Yeah, I don't know. It looks different, obviously, but it doesn't look that much more wow. But in any case, we've pretty much done everything that we can now within the game. So when you do reach the level where you can build yourself a monument, that will be like an in-game thing. And you do have the option to continue with your city if you so wish. And for me, obviously, I would now go to the point where I unlock the economic power, the economic monument, and I'll just start unlocking extra of these production buildings. I do want to get my mine also set up, and yeah, I just think the knowledge points should be accumulated a little bit faster. Only when you've got these things unlocked, like for example the upgraded academy, when you've got like the plus 30% research speed and all of that. If you've got all of these things unlocked, they should really step up the time that it takes to get the extra knowledge points, because now, I mean, it takes a full year before you get just 1 point. So, and we've been playing now, it's almost 41 years that have been going with the settlement specifically, and we've accumulated an amount of 56 investment or knowledge points, but you've got a potential, I think it's 200 points that they said, plus minus 200 knowledge points that you can possibly obtain. So we've only gotten maybe just over a quarter of it, and that's over a space of 41 years. So yeah, it takes a bit long. But in any case, guys, that's it for me for this whole series. I will continue with the same city, where I'll just specifically look at the economic monument, and then we can also look at the benefits of that. But this is me for the series, and we're going to keep an eye on any changes that will happen during the playtest, how they will change maybe the knowledge points of how you obtain it, and also the benefits that you maybe get from the civic monument and certain other structures. But I want to thank you all so much for watching and joining in, and then I'm going to see you in the next one.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. That's the game of